have a major problem. This week's video was supposed to be for Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES, but after I mastered the Retro Achievement set and had pretty much finished the script, I clicked onto the page for it, and I don't know if this is some sort of cruel joke or if the universe just hates me, but now I need to wait for the revision of Super Mario Bros. 3 to come out before I can truly master the set. So in a scramble trying to figure out what I could do for this week, I settled on Super Mario 64 Sapphire Edition. Well, I needed a quick set so I could master and write my script in one day to keep up with my schedule, and it's actually one of the most quality Super Mario 64 ROM hacks of all time in my opinion. So I hope you understand why I'm playing such a fast set. But nevertheless, this game has 30 stars that span across 4 amazingly crafted and tight worlds. If you haven't seen it before, you're in for a ride. But if you're new here, my name is Pajamajohn, and I love Retro Achievements. I'm on a quest to master all the games I loved as a kid, as well as some ROM hacks I love, like this one. So if you like retro content and or Retro Achievements, remember to subscribe and drop a like on the video. It really helps the channel out. Anyway, this set features 13 achievements that cover 100%ing each of the game's 4 worlds, collecting all the coins within them, uncovering all the cap switches, and finally finishing the game. So, let's do this thing. Starting off in the game, we find ourselves in Peach's castle, which is kind of like a bizarro world of the place because it looks pretty similar, but everything is just kind of off. The first thing we need to do is go off to the left and check out Maple Meadow. Like all the stages in the base Super Mario 64, we are tasked with getting 6 mission stars as well as a 7th 100 coin star in each place we visit. This first one is called Punish the Piranha Plants, where we need to go around this bridge section right off the stage spawn in order to take out 5 mega huge piranha plants. This results in a completely off-center star spawn. But I think I know why this happens, thanks to a recent Pan and Coic video actually. So during Panon's one button challenge, the Klepto star spawned off center from where he wanted it to, and as he explains, there's a bug in the Super Mario 64 code that makes a star move for 1 frame longer than it should when it's going to its spawn location. So if it is for the same reason, that means the star moved for an extra frame off of where it should have been spawned, which would actually be the center point. I hope you learned something today. Anyway, start 2 is Chain Chomp's Treasure. I thought this would be exactly like the base Super Mario 64, where we need to head over to the Chain Chomp's gate, ground pound the post 3 times, and watch him destroy the thing before he hops away. Well, he missed though. And the reason is because what we're actually supposed to go do is go on these platforms above the gate and push the switch to open it up. The star scale the shrooms is pretty obvious. We head to the giant, very large red mushrooms. Hopping from shroom to shroom, we find this bouncy crate, which when used gives us the height to grab the star. Next one up is called Red Coins on the Wooden Logs. And as I run around grabbing the reds and also collecting enough coins for the 100 star, I want to talk about how great this game looks. In my opinion, this feels exactly like something that Nintendo would have made as a like $10 DLC for Mario 64. Or maybe like a $100 DLC if we're talking about modern Nintendo pricing. But the levels are gorgeous and fit the style perfectly, so shout out. After getting those 2 stars, we need to do the Crest of the Cave, which has us going inside of the, well, cave and doing some thwomp platforming up to the top of the section, where we need to do a precise triple jump dive to make it to the pole, then to the star. Before we get to the last challenge in Maple Meadow, we have to go into the secret slide level in order to unlock the caps. But before that, a triple jump wall kick brings us up to the secret toad who says, "First try, idiot," and grants us a star. On my way down the slide, I didn't jump for some reason and suffered my first death, but made it all the way down the super windy slide during my second go around, which led me to all 3 of the cap switches, which would have been nice to have a few different challenges to get each of the caps, but whatever. Oh, also this is our first achievement. Back into Maple Meadow, we have to skill our way up to this log, grab the wing cap, and visit all 5 of these clouds to grab the coins on top. Once we get all 5, the last star in this world spawns in, and we can grab it. This gets us another achievement, and we move right on. Our next course is Polar Peaks, and I really like the vibe of this one. Our first star is Double Decker Bully, and for those of you who may be observant, you'll see this double decker platform which has an ice bully for us to bully, spawning in another yummy star. Time for a Mario 64 classic, finding a baby penguin to bring to the mama penguin. I ran around for a while trying to find where this little dude might be, and seriously, I thought I checked everywhere and couldn't find it, until, well, it was right by a place I walked by like twice. Mama Penguin says, "Thanks bro, see you next time when I inevitably lose him again." At least she's self-aware. Star 3 is Skating for Secrets, and I am a sucker for shell riding stars. And thank goodness this isn't the only one in the game. So we gotta go to this box, grab the shell, and ride ourselves through this tunnel. I forgot about the whole secret portion of this challenge, so I had to double back and grab a few of the coins from outside before I was able to spawn in the star and grab it. Star numero 4 is called Box Busting for Red Coins, which means, you guessed it, it's time to grab red coins from inside of boxes. This really makes finding the coins easy, because anytime I see a giant wooden crate, I go, oh yeah, there's definitely red coin in there. As you guessed, I was also going for 100 coins by using the blue coin switch and boxes and coins laying around. Yay, 2 stars, we did it. For quick cap climb, I knew there was this fun Wally Wally wall jump section that led to a switch, so I went that way after grabbing the invincibility cap. Turns out, after pressing the switch and long jumping to the star, that was actually the star called Switch at the Summit. Instead, I was supposed to climb these wood structures with the cap to go through this gate. I am now a master of polar peaks. Next up is Lush Lagoon, which is your always incredibly necessary water level. I'm usually not a fan of water stages because it really slows me down, and we all know I love to go fast. But this one is actually really well done. Most of it takes place on land, and we only need to go into the water for red coins a little later. But this first star, the submerged switch, needs us to somehow press this switch. I thought maybe I could do a triple jump ground pound to hit the thing, but that didn't work out for me. While looking, I found the pink bomb who so kindly opened up a cannon for me, and eventually I found where the metal cap was hiding off the side of the spawn point here. And to actually grab it, we need to do a precise triple jump wall kick to grab onto this ledge, then go to press the switch, and then do some pretty perilous hopping from crate to snag Mr. Star here. Star number 2 of Lush Lagoon is called Goomba Trampolining, and this is one of my favorites. Going to the cave here, we got a long jump and go bounce, bounce, bounce to, well, trampoline ourselves over to the star. Really satisfying and fun one here. Moving target has us utilize that cannon I opened up on top of the ship. We need to blast ourselves right through this moving opening here, and I got super lucky because I clearly hit the wall, but my bonk for some reason moved me into the star location, so that was neat and cool. For red coins in the seaweed, all of the red coins are in the seaweed. Like the last couple of levels, if I see the subject of the name of the star, I know that there'll be a coin in there, so that makes it easy to find them. It's also a fun way to get to know the level by being forced to run all around it. As always, while doing so, I was going for the 100 coin star. The blue switch here has us long jumping to this floating platform, which will be super useful for us to know how to do when it comes to grabbing the coin collector achievements later on. But eventually, I spawned in the 100 coin star, grabbed that, then with a triple jump to the ship, grab the red coin one as well. This next one is called Donkey Kong, and that's because we ought to take it old school style and hop over to these giant wood barrels, which are truly reminiscent of the OG Donkey Kong arcade game, which I would like to tackle one day. There are 3 levels here, and by doing double jump dives or triple jump somersaults, it's really easy to get through this one without getting crushed at all. The last one here is called Leap Across the Lumber, and we need to go to the floating wood platforms at the back side of the course in order to grab the 5 coins, signifying where the secret spots are. We also need to deal with this annoying Chuckya, but overall this is an easy peasy star. And we have completed Lush Lagoon now as well. Our last full course in the game is Torchlight Temple, and our first star is Dethrone the Bullies. This course is pretty similar thematically to Lethal Lava Land in the original game, so it would make sense that one of the stars are bully related. I made my way over to this platform, launched the 3 bullies off the edge and into the lava, then after the massive bully spawned in, I sent him to his gruesome death as well. At least I got a star out of it. Makes you think about how Mario genuinely just comes in here and makes entire species of creatures extinct for his own gain. Ridiculous Rotating Tower sees us going over to this ridiculous rotating tower where we just need to climb up the thing while avoiding some fire bars. Not too crazy for a ridiculous rotating tower, that is. For Catapult in the Cave, we gotta go into the cave, which I'm realizing that the creator of this set really likes caves. All 4 stages have at least 1 cave in it. But in here, we need to open up the cannon, hop in, realize we need the invisibility cap, grab the invisibility cap, and shoot ourselves through the gate to get star number 26. For the next one, we have another 8 red coin mission. This time, all 8 of them are on these slowly sinking platforms. Basically, if Fat Mario steps on them, they start to lower down into the lava, and we gotta go quick. The blue coins here are on a pretty tight timer around the pink bomb. If you mess up at all, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to get all of them. That's fine though, because I'm a pro. I spawned the 100 coin star after defeating the Snuffit, got the last few reds, which were actually kind of tough before moving on. Frisky Flames is next, and it takes place over to the back of the level around these fire spewers. On each of the holes in the ground, there's a coin. Grab all 5 and the star spawns. The harder part, in my opinion, is actually getting onto the platforms that lead to the star. You need to make a pretty precise triple jump here, then 2 more tough side flip wall kicks. Our last star in the entire game, yes I know, already just about done with the base game, it's crazy, is Sizzling Shell Ride. I honestly couldn't think of a better final star for myself. Let's just take this in while we can. This star got me 2 achievements. First for finishing Torchlight Trouble, then another for getting all 30 stars called Ready to Fight Bowser. Only one thing left to do for now. Obviously it's clip through the Bowser star door and then open it backwards just to walk out and then walk back into the painting room again. Duh. This final level really reminds me of a vanilla Mario 64 Bowser stage. We have the moving platforms, teeters, Ferris wheel platforms, and everything. I sadly suffered a second death when Chuckya over here snagged me and sent me into the void. On the second try though, I got past him and into the pipe to take on Bowser. He says, don't choke the throws. Well, good thing I'm a retired Super Mario 64 speedrunner. This should be real easy. 1, Ignore that. 2, ignore that as well. 3, and now I got the achievement Simple Flips, I didn't get hurt, for beating the fight damageless. And then okay, let's touch the star now. And then shoutouts to Simple Flips for beating the whole game. Wow, we really love Simple Flips around here. Don't worry, I do too. I've been watching him forever and ever. Do you see he ran a half marathon recently? Inspiring stuff out there. By the way, this whole game took me 35 minutes to complete, if you were wondering. We aren't done yet though. We still have 5 more Chivos to get, but before that, I want to chill for a second because that's what YouTubers do. Alert! Thanks for the support on the recent videos. I work super hard to get you a video out, usually every week. And although this week things didn't go as planned, I hope you still consider dropping your like and sub. Once we hit 25,000 subscribers, I'll be doing the Super Mario 64 Lazy Lakitu set, which answers the question that nobody has ever had, which is, what if Lakitu decided he didn't want to be the cameraman and stood still the entire time? Only 17 people have ever mastered this set, and it takes on average 53 hours to complete, so if you want to see me suffer and make a possibly feature-length film video, hit the sub and do the algorithm stuff. Okay, this video is short enough as it is, and at this point it's probably like 25% self-promo, so let's get back into the Super Mario 64 Epic Sapphire Edition hack. Okay, all we need to do left is grab every single coin in the game. Maybe the phrase, all we have to do left isn't an accurate one though. It's a lot of work to do. So I'm going to go through this in course order because that makes the most sense, and I'm going to talk about where all of the special fun coins are that you could miss. So all the way back in Maple Meadow, we need to go into Star 6. This is important because you need to go to the floating clouds. I took out the 5 big piranhas since they give 2 coins each, then I ground pounded the big Goombas for blue coins. Make sure to ground pound because otherwise you only get a yellow coin, and that is unacceptable. Do the same with the small piranha, which is odd because why are the small ones worth more than the large ones? Then crazy box at the big red shrooms. Now for each of the posts with the 8 red coins, we need to make a few loops around them because then they will pop out 5 coins each. There are 8 of these, so that's 40 coins total. Then we can also do the same around the chain chomp post, which is a bit harder, so 45 wooden post coins total. Eventually, I went to the top of the stage, got these coins here around the big tree stump, and then also collected the 5 secret coins. Going into the cave after, I was at 168 coins. I was able to get up to 171, but the Chivo called for 181, and for some reason, instead of going back outside to try and find the last 10, I restarted the level. Actually, Neanderthal brain level activity there. You know why? All I had to do was realize I never got these 2 piranhas by the big piranha star spawn. That's it. So I got those, recollected everything else, and got the achievement for every coin in Maple Meadow. I wasted a good 10 extra minutes on this one. I'm mad. Now back into Polar Peaks, I chose Star 6 here because why not? And started off by getting this row of coins in the coin block. These wall jumps here got me 5 more coins, and the Twirly Bros give us a few each, so I had to make sure to get those. Next, I shell surfed for all those 5 secret coins, went to the blue coin button for 15 more, and started getting the 8 reds. Make sure to spin out these snowmen. Each one gives out 3 coins if you weren't aware. It's a super secret. Most of the coins in this stage were easy to find, up until I needed to find the last 3 coins. I thought that they were probably hidden inside of a snowman. I'd found 2 already, but I searched all over the course for a 3rd. I scoured for ages and ages, refighting the same snowmen over and over because doing the same thing over and over expecting a different result is the definition of insanity. And eventually, I noticed a shadow where a snowman popped out and I was able to get my last 3 coins in Polar Peaks. Okay, Lush Lagoon time. This one was a lot more straightforward than the other 2. There isn't really anything I can possibly miss here. Made sure to get the Chuckya for his coins and then the platform coins. But I quickly realized that for some reason the star for the wooden platform spawns over the blue coin switch, so I had to restart. I got the 3 blue coins first, then the Chuckya again, and ran around the stage grabbing each and everything I could. The buggies, the boxes, and the submerged red coins. There were only 118 coins in the stage, so that was honestly a bit quicker. Now, Torchlight Temple. The challenge here comes from how I am pretty sure the bully coins could just fall into the lava if you're not careful. At least I had that happen to me a lot during the base Super Mario 64 set back in the day. Another struggle area could be the blue coins, but we'd done them before, so I was used to how quick you had to be. Then, you know, went and got the reds on the sinking platform, some more bullies, the heat geysers, snuffits, etc. But before I knew it, I had 129 coins, which meant I was now able to grab the green shell to go through the awesome tunnel section and get the last 2 coins. Our final achievement in the set is all of the coins in the Bowser stage. And let me just say, this one is the toughest. We need to make the eyes dizzy, and the platforms around them are just horrible to deal with. I read a little tip in the comments of the Chivo though, which really made this thing easier. Turns out, if you have invincibility frames and manage to still stay in the hitbox of the eye, you never get hurt again. At that point, what you can do is crawl in the circle and spawn the coin. It takes a bit because one bad hit sends you flying into the void. I think I died about 9 times before I got a run that got both of the blue coins from the eyes. But after that, I just needed to make sure I didn't get snatched by the Chuckyas, and it was to the end after that. And there it is. We have mastered Super Mario 64 Sapphire Edition in just an hour and 11 minutes. I know it feels like a little bit of a cop-out to make a video on a set like this, but like I said, I kinda needed to do something quick and dirty so I could get a video out to you guys. I guess I've learned I should have a bit more of a backlog going in case something like this ever happens again. The silver lining is though, I think that when I can do the Super Mario Bros. 3 video, it'll be super cool and it'll make for a better story overall. Okay, thanks for watching, and if you did end up enjoying the video, you know what to do. Bye now!